Before you think about tactics, skills, or finishing, it all begins with how you move. Your joystick might look simple, but the way you set it up can completely change how smooth your game feels. It's the difference between clunky movement and complete control. Today, we're breaking down the 3 joystick movements in eFootball and the input range settings that make the biggest difference to your gameplay. First up is the fixed joystick. With this setting, the joystick always stays in the same spot on your screen, no matter where you press. That means if you rely on muscle memory, your thumb always knows exactly where to go. But if you've got moist or sweaty thumbs, keeping steady on the fixed joystick isn't always easy. It's easy to slip off, making you lose control at the worst moments. That's where the movable joystick comes in. The movable joystick shifts to wherever you place your thumb. Instead of staying in one spot, it adjusts to your touch every time. And that's why it's the most common choice for players, since it feels more natural and forgiving. This setting makes those quick transitions feel smoother, from stopping the opponent to creating a scoring chance. And that extra fluidity can be the difference. And finally, there's the third option, the off joystick. Here, there's no joystick showing on the screen at all. You control your players only by swiping and dragging. This creates a very clean and immersive experience. Some players like it because the screen feels less cluttered and you're interacting directly with your players rather than relying on a joystick overlay. And once you've found a movement that suits your style, the next step is fine-tuning it with the input range. Think of it like this. The circle around your joystick decides how far your thumb needs to travel to move your players. The first option here is narrow. Here, the joystick circle is the smallest, so your thumb barely needs to move before your player reacts. This makes your controls super responsive and perfect for sharp movements, whether it's quick dribbles, sudden turns, or chaining skill moves. But that speed comes with a trade-off. Narrow can feel too sensitive. Because the joystick responds to the smallest touch, it's easy to overdo your movements, especially if you're not steady with your thumb. So if you don't want your joystick to feel too tight, the middle ground is medium. Medium sits right in the middle. The joystick circle is larger than narrow, but smaller than wide, giving you a balance of responsiveness and control. It reacts quickly enough for dribbles and skills, but still gives you the steadiness you need for longer runs or defending. And that balance is why many players stick with medium. It feels natural in almost every situation. But if you prefer more room to guide every movement, that's where wide comes in. This is the largest input circle, which means your thumb has to travel the farthest before your player reacts. That extra space makes your movement more precise, so you can control your players with small, steady adjustments. It's the kind of setting that helps when you need to stay composed, pick your moment, and deliver with accuracy, whether it's a pass, a cross, or a finish. But the trade-off is speed. Because the circle is so big, quick turns or fast dribbles can feel sluggish compared to narrow or medium. So wide is perfect if you value control and precision, but it may not suit players who rely on fast skills and sharp movements. If this breakdown made your controls clearer, a like would be appreciated. And for more eFootball tips, don't forget to hit subscribe. Catch you in the next one.